Welcome. I'm Kira the Scrivener, and you are probably here if you know something about me. We are going to be putting beautiful books on these shelves, and hey, it's Eva. Hello. I thought that it was already live, and then I realized you already messaged me and you were waiting, and I was like, oh no, it's crappy. I am just going to put it on Twitter, and then I will back to the live stream because I'm going to figure out how to be witty and wonderful. Come watch me unpack books, I think is like the strongest thing because you may as well go strive. Okay. Oh, there's more people watching. Hello, people. I don't know who you are, but I know Eva's one of them. I have water and I have cider. This is good. And I am just going to start. So I reorganized the things. I've always had nonfiction on this shelf, classics on this shelves, and then fantasy on my bottom two shelves. And I'm going to put classics up here, and then I'm going to put fantasy on here. So fantasy and classics are the ones behind me, because once I started sitting on a chair, you could no longer see my fantasy, which was weird because I talk a lot about fantasy and you can actually see my fantasy books. So maybe I should bring this light down here. Ha! Okay. Here we are. So we are going to start. Feel free to ask me questions or anything like that, and I will answer them as I undo books. First of all, we have Deadly Class. Oh, this is beautiful. This is my fantasy shelf, though, so I should probably do things. Also, I got 3 books today because I went to a thrift store, and I was way too excited. So I got the Amber Spyglass. I got the first 2 books of The Way of Shadows and Shadow's Edge by Brendan Weitz. I paid all of $3 and $3.15 for 3 books. So I think that that's somewhat a good price, you know? Have to not spend too much, possibly. Yeah. Okay, these books are classics here. I have like so many boxes of classics. Hi, Lori. I am glad you are here. I was literally just thinking about you because you commented and I saw your video, except for I haven't had time to do it yet because I just got home from moving the rest of my things, and then I was like, I need to get ready so that I can do this. Okay. It's so hard when you're starting with an empty bookshelf of doing. You can't see me doing it. Okay, so I have some Agatha Christie here. I put Les Mis up there. That's so far the only books on my shelves. I don't know how I want my books to be looking. Thank you for amending my prices, Eva. Also, I really appreciate, shout out to Eva, who is in Germany and up really, really late to watch me unpack books. So you're a great friend. Okay, Alice in Wonderland. This is beauty. Feel free to ask me questions or anything. I am very good at talking while doing things. Otherwise, you might be slightly bored because I don't think this is the most entertaining thing in the world. I'm just gonna put random books on my shelf and then I'll figure out. Leviathan, classic nonfiction. Beyond Good and Evil, also classic nonfiction. We've got some Eating Lolita and Tyran. So that is classic. That is nonfiction, non-classic. Contemporary. That kind of thing. I really need to read his book. So I had a video, the last video that I actually was supposed to have on my Antilla Opera from my last house was supposed to be a video about books that I keep on thinking that I've read, but then I realized later that I've never read. And actually, Eva, you'd be really happy because one of them was Shadowhunters books, because I always think that I've read Shadowhunters, and like I can debate it pretty well, but I've never actually read them. So I always get confused on that aspect, except for I deleted the footage by accident. So that never happened. I'm so sad because I move so often and these books always get slightly damaged. is Crime and Punishment. It's beautiful. I really need to read it. It's a really good book. Hello. Hi, Erin. How's Hamilton? Okay, that is my first book. Box of books. I can talk. Can I? Can you still see me? Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to try to. It's so weird because it's always been my nonfiction shelf, and it's like really, really tall. So maybe I will do something there. My shelves look like your shelves when they're unpacked. I'm confused. I'm not reading English well. You're well. Yes. Shelves don't have a lot of originality. We want to make shelves have originality so that they can feel loved and special and unique. Sometimes shelves just feel like every other shelf when also naked books. But we were closing these books so that they feel loved and desired and unique. Oh, I should have my really big Reader's Digest books here. That's smart. I don't know where those books are. I'm just gonna stack these. I also don't have very many literary fiction. So, hello Anna. So I never know what to do them with, like, my Khaled Hosseini and my Zuzak and stuff like that. I'm always like, where do I put these books? Because I don't have enough of them for shelves. They just go in with classic books, but they're not classic books, so that's hard. Hamilton's not lame. Actually, the only time, well, I've been to Hamilton a few times. The only time I went to Hamilton, I got chased down by these guys. I was walking because they jumped into my car and I was lost. Got chased down from guys and cat called and they kept on trying to get my number and I couldn't get away. And they followed me for 5 minutes and then I went to a shawarma place and I love shawarma. And I don't mind, like, most shawarma places, they're fairly flirtatious and that's fine. But like when I got there were just 3 guys that came out and stared at me while speaking Arabic. I'm like, you can speak Arabic, but please don't like not break eye contact with me while speaking another language. And I was like, so most of my stories of being in Hamilton either me driving through them or being very objectified and being like, I love this place. Yeah, so not fun. But I would consider moving there. I almost got a job in Hamilton, actually. So it would have been much closer. We have my Bronte books. I was so bad because I also feel like I've read Bronte books because I own so many of them, but I've never finished one. I've read the beginning of like 8 of them, but we really got a pace. So this is partly fantasy, partly more Agatha Christie. Pretty. I got this for like 50 cents from the library, and it has 3 gorgeous Agatha Christie. Stardust, my love. Okay, we're going down there. Oh, we found at least the Penguin books. We didn't find the Reader Digest, but we found the Penguin. And also, Tales of Jenny, the oldest novel ever printed. Japan, under pseudonyms, we don't even know who she is. Massive book. I'll read it one day because it's the oldest book. Oldest novel. Like, there was obviously like prose and epic poetry before that, but first novel ever printed. Yes, I do have the Penguin edition. But these ones, yes. I also have the really big ones. So I buy all my books at thrift stores. So I'm like, whenever I see these, I buy them despite the fact that I haven't read all of them. This is Nicholas Nickleby, like so big, so large, and I can't. I'll probably won't read it for a while. Also, can you guys hear me well? I also realized that my mic is not very good, and I am standing far away. So if you can hear me well, let me know. Okay. So we're gonna have some. That's the Three Musketeers, Portrait of a Lady. My very, very big Anna Karenina. I need to be like held accountable. I really want to read Anna Karenina this fall. I wanted to read these. Vanity Fair also books I really want to read. Okay. I read and Test of the. I make everyone French sad at me when I say that. I've actually read Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. I also own that. Yay, you can hear me. That is good. Thank you, Anna, for letting me know that. And these are the beautiful, like, $3 classic books from Chapters. I literally was in Chapters yesterday. I was in the meeting, but I didn't actually get to stay because I had 2 meetings back to back. And I was really sad because these are on for like $2, and I was like, need to go there. And then I was like, okay. Yes, we should buddy read, Anna. Please let us buddy read. That is the accountability that I need in my life. I'm always like wanting to buddy read things, and I'm also just way too afraid to ask people because I have a chronic fear of rejection. Oh, here are my 2 books. Okay, these are gonna move over. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, maybe I should put these here. That's kind of what they were before. Because these books are like my massive books. Also, like The Second Sex, one of the first feminist novels, nonfiction, really good. Also need to get through it, but it's like 800-900 pages long. Like, it's old and big. No, your English is fine, Eva. It's just that sometimes when I'm trying to read things quickly, I can't. And yes, I will read The Mortal Instruments at least once. That is my solemn promise to you. I have been reading them. That's actually something that. So this year it's going to be 3 years. 3 years of not finishing that first book, and it's not like I don't think that it has quality very much, but I do think that it's really important as a writer to read in the genre that, or in the age range that you're reading, because I think that is a really important way to understand what audience you are. And I tend to write YA. Book that I'm writing right now, I used to be YA, and now it's more adult. It's not very like gritty or dark for the necessary need to be adult, but the characters are like 18, 19, so we'll have to see what I actually characterize it as. But I think I will at least do it as a study, and it's not like a novel that I dislike reading. I just don't feel compelled to read it, I guess. Like Jace is pretty hilarious. And hopefully you don't hate me now, but you know, you've heard me insult your books lots of times. So I hope I stand firm in our friendship. Also, this was my Christmas present from my once roommate. It's just like all the classic books of women's literature. It's kind of a scary front, but the side is beautiful, and the books look like golden on the side, and it's so pretty. And there's so many books in there. So I own a bunch of the ones separately, but I also really want to do them. And Orion's a Species. This is nonfiction. I don't know why these books are here. And my sister's novel. It was her birthday yesterday. She has a terrible cover, but her book is actually really solid. So, Rightful by Pamela Memmott. We do not share a last name. She is married. Yes, we can like live together in rejection and fear. Oh, this is problematic. So the box that I'm holding my leg on is the next one. I got through this way faster, probably because I'm not actually doing it. What? These are strange colored wise. Okay, brown, red, blue. This is how we're gonna do it. I also like hate reorganizing them because these books are like so heavy and hard to do. Oh, but these are much higher than I'm used to, right? Should I put this? No, that's upright. The writing is different. I also hate that some books are upright and some aren't upright. But it looks like it's weird because these are smaller than these ones. Thank you for not hating me, Eva. I really appreciate you. You are good because I know like how emotionally invested you are in those books. I just constantly am terrible, and I don't know. You're a stronger person than me. Yeah. I guess also you can barely see the book that I'm looking at. It's really high up. I can what can I do for this? So I moved it so that hello, we're really close now. I moved it so that we could be lesser than so that it would meet me when sitting up, which was dumb because I was going to be standing at least for the beginning. Me also, all my library books are the ones that are doing this. That is my ceiling. Very, very beautiful. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm making anyone like sick. Please don't leave me for sickness. Is that better? Ha! Better. Okay. Does that look good? I don't know if that's like too busy. We could put maybe Les Miserables up here. I know it doesn't fit, but it's like the fanciest book. But then also no one ever sees it. That makes me sad. I wish I had more of these. These are like $40. My sister-in-law bought it for me for Christmas because she's like the most incredible person. That is some of my big books. Okay, I'm gonna go off screen for a second and grab large books off. I am also just removing this because I have a bunch of nonfiction books in here and it's really heavy. Okay. Oh, I realized that while walking by I dropped the phone. There is more talent in this world. Hello. Hopefully you stayed with me. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not a professional. Let us even out more. Hello. Okay, we have a really big book stack. I guess I've always put my things there. No! John Steinbeck got really, really hurt. Oh, John Steinbeck. Oh, I hate moving. This is why I'm really glad my books are, oh. Don't cry on screen, Care. I have had these like very large anthologies with my nonfiction, but also I can put these anthologies on the thing. These anthologies are like they're anthologies of literature. This is the Victorian age. Yeah. There's also a few more people here. Welcome, people that are here. If you would like to ask me questions or put your input on where I should put things on the shelves, feel free to. I take all suggestions. I may not follow all suggestions, but I take them and I answer questions because I'm assuming that you guys are completely, utterly obsessed with knowing everything of all things. I'm just a naturally very curious person, but I realize that not everyone is. That sounded really bad, like a guilt trip. It's okay if you don't have questions. Okay. Maybe I should do the anthologies like this. Ooh, nope. This is a nonfiction book. This goes over there. I also have my very, very large thing. Oh, thank you, Evo, for always being like the master of support. I really appreciate you. I said that in my million times, but it's true. No, you can send me a message. Are you going to bed? That is totally understandable. It is 12:30 at night for you. If so, yes, you can send me a message. It will not do anything traumatically, I don't think. And if it does, well, it is worth it. Dun, dun, dun. What shall we do? I lost someone. Yes, I know that I'm not very entertaining. Okay, some of these are nonfiction. Some of these are things. There's just a Bible in here. Okay. We got some Shakespeare. We got some literature. Okay. It's got a lot going on. A lot going on here. Is this the same size? Can we put Edgar Allan Poe on top? Yeah, that works. No. Not quite. Dun, dun, dun. I'm also going to grab my cider. Oh. Good at dropping things. Good at dropping things. So it's 6:30 at night, so it's totally happy hour already. Woo! Talent. I've been waiting for this cider because I was going to do this last week, and then my parents came up last minute to help me move. And my parents are the kind of people that think that email will make people steal your identity. So if they found out I had a Facebook account, or if they found out that they were freaked out when I had a Facebook account, if they found out that I had a YouTube channel, they might literally, like, I don't know what they would do. I would never hear the end of it. Like, I get enough comments on the fact that I have a nose ring and look like a bull enough that, like, I don't need to have them to know that I have a YouTube account. Not that I'm, like, embarrassed by it. The rest of my family knows, but they don't. So I couldn't film anything when they were there without being like, why are you filming yourself? Yay! Eva, you're staying up. So, yay. Okay. I think that I'm going to put my very large things here. So first of all, I have the classics of children's literature I should read more of. I pretty much just want to be an English major. I have on many occasions thought about doing English degree simply for the fun of it, and also because I want to do. That's a British literature. That is where I read Beowulf out of. Where did I put my other thing? I am losing my books already. Okay, and then we have the Northern Anthology of English Literature and the Northern Anthology of English Literature. This one is the Middle Ages, and this one is the Victorian Age. I've not read enough of these. Maybe I should do this. One. Dun, dun. Oh, these aren't big. Maybe this should be on the bottom. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like the British London doesn't work with the other ones. These ones are like my pretty ones. If I could just have all the anthologies. And actually, it's very funny because I was just reading a thing with Tyus Adams Denny. You watch my vlogs, which no one does, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't need to be self-deprecating. It's not my style. But he was talking about the Northern Anthology of Feminist Theory and Theorists, and he was talking a lot about the fact that Africa did not get included in the 500 years, despite the fact that a lot of them are situated in both the US and also tons throughout Africa on a lot of feminist things. And it was talking about Sarah Bartman, who is a very highly talked about woman who she had very large womanly things. I don't know what like the censorship things are for things, so I'll say it that way. And thus was paraded as an animalistic in a zoo, and then was when she died, those were cut out and they were shown in Paris for 200 years until 2004, which is a huge thing in feminist culture. They're like, maybe this isn't what we want to treat them. She nor anyone else who was African at all was featured in this very long, inclusive thing of Norton. So I like Norton, but I also love critiques of things. I think that's the thing. I don't ever like completely hate anything or love everything. I'm always a little bit more harsh than a lot of people, but I really appreciate most things. Is that all my anthologies? I feel like my other ones went over with my literature. So what else can we put on this? Margaret Atwood, you fell so dramatically. Yes, you're losing people by the minute. Who is here? Who's around? Give me your thoughts here. Maybe we can put it here as well. I'll have a really big thing that I never know what to do of that. There. They're beautiful. And I swear I'll get to fantasy. Because that's what most people like. Thankfully, I now have carpet in this place, so I don't have to worry about it. Because the issue with my thing is I can't put my case on it, otherwise it won't stand well. But it's just sitting on books like it always does, and that's how it got broken last time. But this is padded paper, padded carpet, so I don't think we'll have an issue with it. That is really good cider. Okay, these are nonfiction. Nonfiction. We have Donald. We have The Yellow Wallpaper. It's a great horror book and also feminist. I really wish I could put all of my people together, but like these are both like Charles Dickens books, but like I can't put them together because they don't go together. And it's also like this is also a Charles Dickens book. It's like how do I put all three of these together and make a cohesive thing? I can't. Oh, I can put Dracula up here. Dracula? That does not work good. I take all unrelated questions. Oh, so we have the complete journals of Lucy Maud Montgomery. This will go on my Anne Grey Gables shelf of things. I also really want to do a video on her. Okay, so I'm going to put this here for now. Dun dun dun. Okay, what am I going to do in this corner? Can you see this corner? Ha ha ha. I can see this corner. I appreciate it. Okay, this I think is an exhausted. It does have, let me guess, another Dickens book. You don't have like 8 Dickens books that are also sometimes the same thing. I'm so glad you also don't absolutely hate it. Hatred is just like I was so disappointed. So I went to the grocery store right before here. I had to pick up milk. Well, like not milk, but fake milk. And someone tried to like pull out to give me room, and someone pulled in front of them, and they just were like swearing and calling women not very nice things, and it was another woman. And then like when I came back, she like apologized and was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like I was trying to give you more room, but that person was there." And I was like, "Cool. Like that's fine. Like I'm sorry it was stressful for you." She was like, "Yeah, but this," and I was like, "It's okay. We're in a parking lot of a grocery store. Just like you have children in the background. Don't give this like image of like it's okay to speak that way thing." Like because I think anger has its place in all of that. Like anger can be really useful, but I think that we should figure more on like what hills we're gonna die on, and I think about that a lot, and also what kind of person that I give to the world, and I always want to be kind. I'm not always like have the best thoughts in my brain, but I feel like by choosing to act kindly toward other people, I become more kind in just every day. And that's my philosophical thing for today. So this is okay. So we need to figure out the mess that is this shelf. Hello, sister. Okay, these books can go down a shelf. Or no, these are the shelves they're supposed to go, but they can still go down a shelf. Oh, maybe we could put that thing. I think we have lost everyone. I think it's only me and Eva. Is anyone else here? There's thing. Ooh. Okay, I like this one in the middle. Shami Chevelle, a great indie author. You should check it out. Hey! Yes, it is. It is quite overwhelming, Lori. I agree. One of the reasons why I'm doing this a live stream is that it's not so stressful that I'm not just like sitting here for like 3 hours. This is distraction. Ha! You go. We have 4 people watching. Yeah, Canada. Like I feel like Canada is nicer than a lot of places, but like there's still jerks in Canada. Like I think that we have a more of a degree of consideration, which I really appreciate. That is very much well into who I am as a person. And I'm also just going to move this over slightly so that you can see the things better. Yeah, that's very, very cool. Appreciation. There. Awesome. Yeah, I think that we are really nice as people, but thank you. I really like it. I still need to figure out what to do with this corner. But other than that, I'm like trying to figure out how everything is organized well. Because I want to do it in some kind of theme. And then we have this book, which is a penguin book, which is beautiful, but like it's bright orange. And it's like, what else do I do with this book? It doesn't fit with anything. Most of my books are like black or muted. I still don't know where the things is. We're just gonna sit down for a second and see if this is a classic book. Ooh, this is classic. No, I think that these are all my. Oh, it's my games. The games are fun, and also my games and my Andrew game shelf, I think. Okay, that is fine. Okay, we need to look. Thing. I'm trying to flatten this out again so that I can put my lamp back. Because if you guys are still enjoying this, I will move over to my other bookshelf as well. But I am here to please the populace world. It's the democratic thing. To quote my great friend Nathaniel Wayne, who is the person he or she, depending on the day, is the runner of the Council of Geeks. Council of Geeks, yes, that is something. And he is a wonderful person. But he always talks about, at the end of each video, he's like, yeah, that's just my opinion, but you're the council and I just run it. I'm like, why do you have to be so amazing all the time? And I also did my very first collab with him when we talked about asexuality representation. And that's how a lot of people came and found this channel, which was super exciting. And I really enjoyed that. Okay. Sorry, I'm in this corner trying to find. Is this nonfiction? This is a weird array of things. Okay, we're gonna bring this up first. Hopefully I don't think. Oh, hi Anna, you're back. Yes, I'm worried about my battery because I was out all day, and the issue is that I have to have my phone like this instead of this, which the battery thing is on the bottom, so hopefully it's gonna last for long. Otherwise, I will somehow figure something out with it. Yes. Do they knock you over? That is so cruel. No one deserves to be knocked over. Ooh, I just found my Sherlock Holmes things. Okay, let's not damage anything because I go off screen for a second. I also have like a very, very large fear of public transportation. For me, public transportation is just a thing that you're in, you can't get out, and that you're probably going to be murdered in. I'm sorry if I'm like enlightening fears of other people. Oh, this shelf. I just tried to move something and the box just crumbled in front of me. So I have been on public transportation like literally only like 4 times in my life, which makes me sound clearly spoiled. I have been lucky to have a car for majority of my times that I've been driving. I also lived in the country with no public transportation until I was 17 when I moved away to school. And then I had friends / I just never left if I just would either walk or just never leave if I couldn't get a drive, because I've still never been on public transportation alone, and I don't think I ever could. Which is funny because like I'll walk or do other things alone. It's just the idea of being like trapped in a place, you know? Like I've lived alone for a lot of that time as well, and that's be fine. Just don't put me in a thing where people will die. Yeah, those are my fears. I'm not on screen. Dun, dun, dun. I'm sorry. I'm not a master of making things good. Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, I have this issue all the time. I don't know which way is right. Or is all the ways wrong? Yeah, I always think that I'm going on screen and I'm actually going on screen. But you don't have the joys of music movie magic where I fix that in after things. Dun, 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 dun. Don't start singing. It will not increase the productivity. Okay, those are empty. Those are empty. That doesn't have books. So where are my ones that has that? Yeah, yeah. I tried to get my license like right after I turned 16, which is the legal age here. Except for my eyes are disintegrating so fast that I failed it with contacts in, and then they made me wait to get an eye thing, get new contacts, and then also do it. I got like 20, like 100 or something. Like 2020 is good, and then it was like 2080 or something. It was ridiculously bad. But yeah. Ah, thank you. That's how I want it all to look. Because books are so aesthetic. And then yeah, I got my license, like I got my full G. So I don't know how it works in other one. In Canada, you get your G. And then if you take driver's ed, you get it after 8 months. I didn't, so 12 months. And then I got my full G at like 18. So, and then I had to just, like, I don't have to take a new test until I'm 80, and then I have to retake again because then I will be old enough that it can be concerning. Okay, I think that I need to get to the thing behind that. So, thing. We're moving a lamp. This is also how to be a good booktuber consists of just having many, many lamps. Because lamps are the way to ah! We found a fantasy shelf. Also slightly nonfiction. I almost knocked over something when I was trying to put it on. Okay, we have a new box. Yeah. I hope that my mindless chatter is entertaining to you. It's also getting like really hot in here. Whew. Not on screen. Nope. We got it. We're pro. That is there's so much talent. Nice. Wait, do you have to wait till 18? You're in no, you're in England, right? You're definitely in the UK. I got my license like I got my license 2 months after I turned 16 because I had to wait. I'm doing the entertaining thing of being off screen while trying to read your questions. Should I dramatically read them out loud so I'm not just standing here? I'm living more or less on the countryside as well. This is how Eva sounds. But it doesn't make sense for me to drive into the city even when it takes me almost 1 hour when I take the bus because the parking is just expensive and we had to have card for my uni where we can take the bus for free. What? Germany, what a place. Hey! I was just talking about you, Nathaniel. I was shouting out your channel. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. It's not gonna be as great as your wonderful chat. Yes. That if I got free busing, I would be slightly more wanting to take free transportation. Yeah. Which part of the UK are you in? Yes, Unpacking Books, like, mine are slightly damaged as well, and it's quite concerning. Yeah. Ooh, I found more of my Reader's Digest books. This is The Yearling, a book I've never read. That was a very large box that just fell. Mostly I know about this is the fact that this is mentioned often on Gilmore Girls. I'm an experienced reader who knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is the quality content that you are having. That's part of England, correct? I believe. How can I not figure out which screen I should be on? I feel like I should be better. How is it? Oh, is this just the position of the book here? Nope. I feel like I have one. Yeah, see, like I've lived in the city now for I'm sorry for the terribleness of this, for 5 years. And I've taken the public transport twice. And both of those were for school events because I was in leadership at my school. And it was like when all the freshmen came, we had to like show them the thing through the bus system. How does this not work? And through that, I was trying to do that. And not. I took the subway in New York when I was there for BookCon. It was not that bad, actually. I think that trip single-handedly influenced, like, doubled or tripled the amount of public transportation I took. I think this is better. One of the top places I want to go in the world is the UK. I feel like that's just a very basic answer. But how could I not move it in multiple directions and still not be the thing? Why don't I have skills? That's the question. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I just have to be this way. I was just too close, I guess. The Rose Society. This is Marie Lu. I'm also considering, if you watched my TBR today, I was talking about my favorite books, and The Leonard is currently available, so I might be reading that as well because I love The Leonard and I read it really quick, and it was a year and a bit ago, and I really want to read it. And it's Marie Lu's best series and her most underhyped series, which makes me really sad. And yeah, I would love to also, because I know so many people that live in the UK now, just be like, hey, people. So I decided to keep this. As You Like It, manga. Shakespeare, as in Japanese inspired manga. What a world we have. Okay, this is all fantasy. This is going down here. What do I have that is not here? I am very, very hot. Okay, I thought this was thing, but I think the Odyssey was literally the only thing that wasn't thing. I am drinking cider. This is the French side. I was like cider de merch. It's blackberry Summer's Bee cider because I like cider. Thing is, I'm too cheap to buy like I really love like whiskey and stuff like that, which is absolutely amazing, but I can't afford that because it's like really expensive. So I just go to my friend's house and they give me alcohol. It's great. And I don't like beer. Beer makes me think that I'm drinking like liquid bread. Like I've had it like with coffee and stuff like that, and that's fine. But like mixed with like just plain beer, just I'm like I don't love bread that much. Am I just drinking yeast? So I drink cider because it's alcoholic, it's wonderful, and it tastes like apples. And this time it tastes like blackberries, and it's wonderful. Yeah, it's funny because I don't like other fruity stuff. I mostly just drink plain, but then sometimes I'm like, I need to just stop having plain cider all the time. I need something a little bit more fancy. I'm glad you approve of becoming a manga. I will pretend like I know anything about how the busing system works in Vancouver. Last time I was there, I was 7. But I think I kind of know what you're talking about. What? You've never tried cider, Lori? How have you never tried cider? It's so good. It's like $2. Probably even cheaper if you're in the US. I think that like there's a whole series of Manga Shakespeare. Like it's a whole thing. Like I've seen them in stores. There's also like I just think it's really fun. I just found that because I found it at a thrift store, but I've definitely seen other ones. You can find them. So if you want to do some reading that's not too taxing, you do some Manga Shakespeare. Yes, it is actually the best. Cooler is like vodka, right? I don't like mixed drinks. Like that's also the thing. I have had mixed drinks. There's a thing that's like vodka mixed with like chocolate stuff, so it's pretty much like coffee chocolate like mocha. I don't mind that, but I don't like mixed drinks. So that's good though. Like if you like mixed drinks, but I think coolers are normally vodka. No, they're wine. They're wine. I also am not a huge fan of wine. Yeah, you're good, Eva. I remember I picked you up from the airport. You came back to my house, and then I was like, "Yes, my friend's over, and we're gonna drink alcohol." Thankfully, you were a good sport, and we also watched great television. But I respect that. I I am definitely not. I'm normally not like a very. I would probably drink alcohol more, except for the fact that like I enjoy being able to be in my right mind. Not that I like hurt when I'm drinking, but I also appreciate drinking with other people. So um, normally, unless I don't normally, well, I have people come over to my house and we drink, but otherwise, I'm like, I'm not going to drink by myself. So unless I'm with people and didn't drive there, which a lot of the time I am, I'm not drinking. But I just like the taste. It tastes good. Oh, that's great. I've always wanted to be a bartender. That would actually be great because I get to talk to people, I get to mix drinks, and just have a great time. That's great. Like I hope to like when I can afford to have a very nice like liquor collection. But I also appreciate it because my campus is a dry campus because we have a lot of people that come from addiction centers and stuff. So we have dry campus. So a lot of my friends that live on dorm or in past years have lived in dorm keep their alcohol at my house. So I normally have like a nice shelf just full of alcohol. Um, so that they can drink when they come to my house. So that was fun. That's awesome. I've never been to a gay bar. Um, do you drink? Wait, do you not drink, or do you drink like rum and Coke? So I hate Coke, and at one time I was like, you can barely taste. I drank rum and Coke. It was so gross. I was like, I like rum. It's good, but like, don't put it in there. Don't put it like you're ruining the rum by putting it in. Um, I can talk. Putting it in alcohol. Nope. In Coca Cola, I can talk. That okay. This is. I don't know where the rest of my uh classics are. I'm gonna make a video about this. The Princess Bride, one of my favorite books. We found a Huckleberry Finn, so we found one random classic book. And oh, for manga lovers, we have Death Note. This I've been reading through, so I also had the great ability to. I knew that you read it back and front, but the thing is, I was reading it this way, and the right way, but for some reason I was thinking in my mind like you read it backward, which I knew, but it was really late at night. So I was like, oh, this is backwards because, you know, this is the front. So somehow in my tiredness, I read a bunch of it backward to front and was really like, it just plot wise just does not make sense. I'm reading well. Wait. So yes, and I should also should probably not drink a lot of alcohol with like my health as well because it really affects things as well. But I don't drink very much. I did have issues. I was hospitalized once after drinking because um it like messed with my system and made me have like heart palpitations. Yeah. But that was only once. And then I tested it out, and it's not always things. I can't. It's because I was drinking beer. Um, and beer has a lot of things in it that I'm not supposed to have. Because people are always like, try beer, it'll be okay. Yeah, so it really affected my body. But normally with cider, I'm fine. It's just I have to be careful how much sugar I intake. So you what? I'm confused where the Niagara Falls came. And because of television and the book shopping, we both forgot about the Niagara Falls. Was I supposed to take you to Niagara Falls and then I didn't take you to Niagara Falls? Did I forget. I remember something along that line. Yes, we should read Death Note together. We could be inspired. Give me all the buddy group. There is a movie of The Princess Bride. There's also a book. This is one of the things. The movie is fabulous. Like so good. But the book is even funnier, and it's not just because it's a book, but just because it's so funny. Like he's pretending to abridge the book. Seeing how there's grandfather in the movie who's like making fun of it, but in the book it's him. He's the original author of it, but he's pretending like he's not, and he's making fun of the story in it, and it's just great. Yeah, beer is gross, right? People are always like drink beer, and it's just not that great. Yeah. Um, I'm sorry that you didn't like Death Note. I can give my thoughts at a later date when I've actually finished it and not read the thing. I'm There's also a movie for it, but I'm not getting there yet. Making sure that I read it first. Yeah, I should check the things like what are the ingredients. Also the French side again. Is it only French? I don't know. Water, apple, wine. Interesting. There's wine as the third ingredient. Glucose, sugar, apple, juice concentration. See, the thing is, the only thing that I'm actually allergic to is dairy. Everything else just is inflammatory, so it makes me really. My legs will normally be in pain the next day, so I have to be wary of that. Have you actually read it, Nathaniel? That's so cool. I need to do a video about it, and it's going to be great. The video is going to be called "My Favorite Book That I've Never Read," which is great because that is literally where did I put it? How the book begins. So it has the longest it has like this is all the it does not seem very big. It's like 30 pages of the introduction. This is my favorite book in all the world, though I have never read it. How is such a thing possible? I'll do my best to explain. As a child, I had simply no interest in books. I hated reading. I was very bad at it, and besides, how could you take time to read when there were games that shrieked for playing? Anyways, I have read this book many times, but I never want to finish it because it's one of those books like you know how it ends, so you don't need to finish it, and you have the joy of reading for the first time every time. So I've read almost to the very end, but then every time I pick it up, I always read it in one sitting, and I just keep on reading, and I never quite finish it. And that's my story, but I want to do a video about it one day. Like that. Yes, yes. When you come back to Canada, Eva, there's two things that I need to take you. Shawarma, because shawarma is the greatest thing ever. And I made the mistake of feeding you, and then we went to shawarma, and I gave you baklava, but we couldn't get the shawarma because I fed you right before you had to leave for the airport, and that's disappointing because that's great. Although I would rather do it in some place other than Kitchener, because Kitchener doesn't have the best shawarma. And also Niagara Falls, also really pretty, especially at night. Which I had thought about it. It's only like an hour from where I live. I should have taken you, but that's cool that you read it in high school. Look, you read books. Yes, it is The Princess Bride. Have you never watched them? Maybe it's like the North American thing. This is the Precious book. It's almost every cover. And I think he's is he? I thought he was British. It's in like a make believe British Empire. Like it's pretending it has all these references to the real world, but the places that it isn't actually places that are in the real world. great thing. Good on you, Matt Smith. Is that the only thing? I don't know actually how your opinions on Matt Smith. I know that a lot of people didn't like him, but I feel like that's a lot of people because they liked David Tennant so much that they didn't like him. And also, yeah, that's mostly what I know. I only ever watched one episode, The Doctor's Daughter, which apparently you don't like, which my siblings, they're like their favorite episode. But I've always wanted to start at the beginning, but it's not on Netflix, it's not on anything, and I can never find it on streaming sites. There's a reason why I've never watched it, because I think I would enjoy it because I really like time travel. Legends of Tomorrow is one of my favorite and all of that. Not sure. Well, you should find it. It is, I can almost guarantee you that if you haven't watched it, then you probably at least know some reference to it. It is one of like the most quotable, from marriage to my name is Indigo Mateo. Wow, that was terrible. My name is Intino Mateo. You killed my father, prepare to die. Yeah, I can only pay for one streaming thing, and that is Netflix. Although I think that the person I just moved in with has Amazon, so I might see if I can steal that from them, because they have a TV in their living room. They have been like gone, so I am living with someone, but they are currently on vacation, so I haven't started living with the person that I'm living with. So that's gonna be fun too, I guess. Yeah, the thing is, like, so many things aren't in Canada, like, aren't on Canadian Netflix and stuff like that, which is always annoying. Like, I wish, for instance, all of Arrowverse was on there, but until like literally a few months ago, it was only Supergirl, and now the Flash is on there as well. That is amazing. I love that so much. I really wish I had more merch for things that I just don't have. Okay. You just aren't going to know where some of these classic books are. I think that I'm going to do some of my fantasy shelves for that. Yes, we will do those things next time. I am just a terrible planner, and I should be. And I was like really stressed because I was going through exam period right before you came, so I didn't think of all the things that I should have probably done with you as a person coming into our area. So we also didn't get to explore like any of the exciting things in Toronto either. Sorry, I'm just removing a book from my stack of books that are doing this so that it will be at the level where you guys can see better. So I will apologize for the moving around in angles. Hopefully no one is easily caused to be confused. Ready? Dun dun dun. Does that kind of work? Huh. Yeah, because have you ever finished Arrow? Ah, I love that you like those. Have you watched any of the rest, Anna? Legends of Tomorrow is the best. It is like one of my favorite shows. Like, I love all of the Arrowverse. Well, I am just starting getting back into Supergirl. Actually, I watched a bunch of it at the beginning of summer, and then I haven't been in a streaming thing. Although I just finished Young Justice, which is one of my also all-time favorite shows. It had the finale Tuesday, and it was fantastic. Which also was really annoying because DC, I would pay for that streaming system, but it's also not offered in anywhere but the US, which is very frustrating. Oh, you like Legends too. Also, it's such an underhyped show, and it's so good, and it's so funny. Like the first season is what? The second and third season, I didn't love this season. Like I felt that they didn't do a lot in this season. Like there was a lot of we didn't get to see a lot of action, which was I really liked the storylines, but I wish we had more of them actually being superheroes and more of them actually integrating into the time periods. We didn't have as much there. Yeah, sometimes I just should check what I say before I open my mouth, but I can't because this is live. So, yes. I have a very interesting relationship with Arrow, and I actually need to get caught up because it's starting in like just over a month. So I watched The Flash I started watching The Flash when it was in its first season, and it was at its mid-season break. So I watched the first 8 episodes, and then I watched like all of Arrow up to that point. And then the last like 3 or 4 episodes of the first season of Flash and the third season of Arrow I watched as they came out. And then I moved to college, and they had right like in right at the beginning they blocked all streaming sites, so I had to like figure out, because I could not use any sites that were like more than a few times without them catching on to the usage and blocking it, because they're university and they can't have you using illegal things on their campus, otherwise it's integrity. It's frustrating. Anyways, so I only watched Flash and Legends because they were my favorite. And then I didn't watch 4, 5, and then I watched some of 6, but not all of it. And then 7 was the last season. I watched all of it up to like episode 16 or so, and I haven't watched the last like 5 episodes. Which characters do you find frustrating on Flash? Because that's actually the only one. Well, Legends is where if we take out season 1 of Legends, like I love every character in there. I think that Flash was really strong in its first 2 seasons. Season 3 was really good as well. I'm really glad Cisco ended up staying. So happy on that. Yeah, the Hawks really, really suck. Ugh. I'm not going to tell you to stream things illegally. Also, wait, you're in the EU, so that's really illegal, right? Thing is, it's actually not illegal in Canada to stream things. It's only illegal if you are paying for it and or you're uploading it. So I may or may not stream the majority of my things because I don't have access through it based on the thing, and I probably shouldn't say that on a public thing. Yeah, but I can't get them otherwise because I haven't had television since I was like 13, so I've gotten by. Hmm. Yeah, Barry. I especially see in later seasons why he has fallen, especially. But the thing is, like, Barry is like, I find protagonists like aren't always the like soul of it. You know what I mean? Like he's able to carry it enough while also building into a lot of the other characters. Like Cisco and Caitlin, they are like my loves. I love them so much. They're precious. They have like the best friendship. I love to see like male and female people that are able to be friends without it being romantic. Although I kind of ship them, but I'm totally okay with the fact that they're not going there. Yeah, it's illegal in Germany. Interesting. So much hate for Barry, as in like 2 of you. um, yeah, I can see that. I like Barry. I liked Barry much more at the beginning, but I get it in like the seasons past. He becomes very thing. Also, this season though, Nora. Oh, yeah, those are my feelings on Nora. And also Iris, like, why can't they treat Iris well? Like, so frustrating. Like, she was such a great character at the beginning, and not fun. I will forgive you, Anna, for spelling Caitlin's name wrong. Caitlin is also though amazing. I wish that they didn't often cut out her character things. Like I'm glad she didn't get a love interest this season. I'm glad that she's being able to just stand on her feet. I wish there was more actual room for her, like more spotlight, because I think that she is such a fan favorite. And you know, Danielle Panabaker is great. Also, like I watched Danielle Panabaker when she was like a young kid, like in like Sky High and all of that. So I love it. Yeah, I get that. I've definitely done there as well. You call him Care Bear? Barry? I can see that. It's okay. I am just as someone who has a name that is always spelled wrong, I am very meticulous about spelling. Having named Kirsten is like I was in the hospital on Sunday. Sounds really like sad. And they were like Kristen, and I was like, no, we got up, and I was like, are you saying Kirsten? And she's like looking at it. She's like, spell it, and I was like this, and she's like, okay, you can come now. It's like, awesome. I love having this name. And also McLeod, which like McLeod. I get that it doesn't actually say names in the clouds, but it's frustrating. Also, that's my legal last name, if anyone was wondering. I just don't like it very much. And I hate having a frustrating name that no one ever gets right, which is why I never want to like publish with my actual real name, because I don't need to have things. People always mispronouncing it. So I chose a name like Min Kobayashi because that's so much more pronounceable. Yeah, skills. What am I doing? I don't. Okay, I think I'm doing my fantasy shells for a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us, Nathaniel. I hope you have a great night. You are awesome. Yes, you did spell it right, Eva. Do you go by Anna Francesca? I thought you said, I thought it was just a middle name. I can call you Anna Francesca, though. I also, a lot of the time, write my middle name. So my middle name is Tassa. Yeah, Tassa. So I don't even get anything there. But it also is great for name games whenever I'm like, yeah, I'll give you something if you guess my name, and you will never, ever, ever guess it. Okay, these books go up here. These goes here. This one will go down here into fantasy. We have our Bronte books right here. I guess we have more classic books than I realized. I'm just looking for all of my pretty ones. Francesca. Oh, okay. So yes, your name is not actually, well, your name is, but you do not go by your phone. Ah, did you hyphenated it? I will just be very happy to get rid of my name because it's like really basic, but also like always pronounced wrong. I just got cider on my nose. That's cool though. I would never hyphenate, but I also really get it. Or Cheska? Oh, it's an H. Yes, it is a German name. It's a Scandinavian or German name. I am like 1/18 maybe German, but my ancestry is very interesting on two sides. I'm like very very much Canadian to the point that it's like bizarre. Like my family has been in Canada. On two of my grandparents, you can trace back their lines until the 1600s. Yeah, like that's hard. Like I'm pretty sure. So there was a civil war in Scotland during the 1500s. Hi, Margaret. Where yeah, where people like fought, and so pretty much the MacLeod clan got so large that they separated into two castles. But then the Douglas things, I think, came in and broke through one of the segments and conquered them. So the other MacLeods that got kicked out of their castles, like, we're gonna go back and invade the original castle and be like, yeah, we only left, but now we're leadership. And then they lost that civil war, and then they got like flown back to Canada, or like they were banished. So I think that's where my family comes in, because there's only like that happened in like 50s, and the first records of my family here is like 1603. So I think that's where they came. Yeah, I I could go on long rants here of my history. Ches. Okay, I can call you Anna Francesca. Cheska. One. We have the name here. Yes, the reason why my E is there because that's the here rather than cur. But yes. Yay! I have a stack of like 9 library books in which my thing is standing on. So I'm glad you're joining me, Margaret. See, sometimes I don't sleep through my live shows. that was a personal attack. Okay. But yeah, and then my other sides that I don't trace back to the 1600s, I don't know. One came from my only like ancestor to come in the last like 100 years ish to Canada was my maternal grandfather came from Britain, and actually his father, my great grandfather, fought in World War One for the UK and in World War Two from Canada. Yeah, and he became an alcoholic because don't fight in too many wars. They don't have things for PTSD. So that's great. And my other one, we don't even know who my grandmother's father is because he was not a great guy. Only sometimes, yes. I've slept through a lot of live shows. Is it been 3 now? Well, one I was just really, really sick. In like November. It was the Titan's Curse one I slept through because well I was like I watched it but like I just was so sick and I needed to shower and I was like there's no way. I was just in a lot of pain. And I was sad because Kenji trashed it and it's one of my favorite books. So I felt personally attacked that I wasn't there and I watched it afterwards. And then I slept through the original one. And then I slept through the one that happened on Tuesday. So I'm a pro at being reliable. It's been 2. Okay. You can trust me. Margaret, how should I organize my books? Should this be my Rick Riordan shelf? Because I feel like when I'm videotaping, yes, because this will be my one shown, I think. So this one will be my Rick Riordan shelf, so that it will be prominent. New York. Yeah, the other 2 I was just like completely slept through. But I still think I let you know like an hour before. I was just like, there's no way I'm going to be able to like stand long enough to shower. Oh yeah, because you're also really ahead. I have not listened to the new Lana Del Rey. I did see some of it on my YouTube recommended, but I haven't had a chance. I've literally been listening to Taylor Swift on nonstop. The man is so great. Oh, everything Cornelius Street. Like I just find with Taylor Swift, the more I listen to it, the more I love it. And I've been bad because I haven't been listening to audiobooks because I can't stop listening to her music. And it's an issue. Anyways, I hope you have a great sleep. Thank you for being really far ahead and still staying up and being here. I appreciate it. And Anna Francesca. I think that this one is going to be the most prominent. Yeah. I don't know where my Rick Riordan books are. Oh, they're oh. This whole time I've been like looking for extra books and I have 2 more things over there. Okay. So I'm gonna go off screen for a second and we have room to bring this over. We're gonna go find them. This is my thing for freezies. We have this. You have the same issues as Taylor Swift? Yeah. It is so fantastic and lovely. And also, like, I've been listening to the Red album. Like, it was my least favorite, but, like, I love it. I think the room. Like, I've been in such a Taylor Swift thing lately. Like, I just love it so much. It's just so good. Wait, this is my Narnia shelf. Too bad Kara's not here because we have Artemis Fowl. I can speak. And random Christian nonfiction books. How are these all together? See, I keep these books because my mom would be upset if I got them. Storm inside, trade the chaos of how you feel for the truth of who you are. I totally read this book. No, but I lend out my library to a lot. So that's one. Also, my favorite, like, C.S. Lewis really old books. No, you haven't told me your favorite song. If you listen to the new Taylor Swift album, tell me your favorite. But also, Margaret, tell me your favorite right now. I just see your things being very happy. I keep on forgetting that you guys are delayed from you're seeing yet. The Dream Thieves. My least favorite of the books, but the only one I own is the Raven Cycle. Also, this has like Animal Farm in it and stuff. And a book on the Hebrew King. Okay. Oh, I also have an entire box on the bottom shelf of my bookshelf. Okay, so we have like 4 or 5 more things still. Okay, these, this is, I'm really sad because where I am now, I can't, I think he knows, and Paper Ring. Yes, I'm going to be distracted by this. I find it funny how I'm organizing my bookshelf so that the Mortal Instrument books would be in the frame when I would film booktube videos. Standing in front of it, and then I stopped making booktube videos. Yeah, when are you going to start doing booktube videos again, Eva? I'm waiting. Stop making German videos and I'll start watching your channel again. Well, different channels, but still. Yeah, I actually got so much fun because when I used to sit on the floor, I literally put my Shadowhunters books on the very bottom shelf, but then I would always sit on the floor and film, so those would be most prominent. And I would get called out. Like, for instance, when I did my video with Nathaniel, who was just here, I got so much flack because I was talking about like asexual representation, and obviously, well, not obviously, but Raphael isn't in the book, he is in the TV show, so I got like called out. They're like, yeah, she's not talking about this, but like the books are right there, or like people be like at me for like not talking about the Mortal Instruments, despite the fact that I haven't read them, because I have like all of them in the corner in my very bottom. So that's my thing, but I understand that. I have many loves. I think Margaret would love me more if I was more biased toward everything Rick Riordan, but Rick Riordan definitely owns, you know, those inside out islands. There's definitely an island of that. I think he knows. I really do like that one. I didn't like it when I first read it, listened to it, but it's one that's grown on me, and I'm just like partying to it so much. Paper Rings, I do like it. It hasn't grown. I know it's gonna grow on me more though still. The Man is also one that I didn't love at first, but then also have grown so much. Hey, this is just Narnia. So I have like things. Oh, so this is what I was trying to talk about. So I have 3 bookshelves. I have this one. Well, I have 2 also at my parents' house, but we don't need to talk about this. I have my other nice one, which where I am, I can't fit my bookshelves there because over there I have to put my big chair, otherwise I can't open my closet. It's over there, so I can't show off. I used to have like displays for Lucy Maud Montgomery on Narnia as well as my history books, but where I am, if I put them over there, then no one can see them because they're on the opposite wall. They're like my favorite, so I kind of want like designs for them so that they're, you know, showed off. But then if I do that, then so I'm a little bit torn. I wish I could sing. Ooh, Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, in the midst of memoir books. Very interesting. So then we have Talon. Like the man, like I just been listening to it so much. I'm just like so much like this is so great and wonderful. I'm talking about The Man, which Margaret just talked about. I realized I should reference the things rather than just talking about them. Yeah. So for the longest time, my family would just buy me things related to Narnia. So I have like a lot of like in-depth books about the Narnia experience, whether it's about the books or the movies or the things. I have a lot. Okay, this is Lyriel. I also am obsessed with names so much, and this is my very tattered name book that I've had for a really long time with a lot of names. And I even like entry other names based on the thing. Like, look at this beautiful, and then write it out. This way, you shouldn't ever give people names books when they're really little. They will rip them to shreds and not appreciate them. You heard, yes, Full Metal Alchemist. Do you love Full Metal Alchemist, Margaret? I thought you'd. I didn't know you loved it. I haven't. I feel really bad. So when we had Valentine's, Monty sent me Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist, and I haven't read either of them yet. So I am just a terrible human being. These are my really ripped up versions of Shakespeare plays. So pretty much, because I'm such a lover of things, people just send me books now. Like, I'll just be like, oh, they're like, do you want this book? I'm like, yes, 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 and more yes. So that happens a lot. Okay. I'm really appreciating you guys staying around for this very, very quality, very quality books. Okay, I still can't find. Are they there? Well, that's my Harry Potter books and my Harry Potter, Miss Peregrine's, and Lunar Chronicles are there. So where is Percy Jackson? This is just it. Oh, and I want Williams China as well. Right there. I think I won't really mess with that shelf because I really like how it looks. Really, really nice. So I'm gonna go off screen for a minute. I'll be back again. Oh. I don't know where my Percy Jackson books are. It's your favorite manga. That's so amazing. I'm so happy for you. I don't know where my Percy Jackson books are. This is an issue. It's a really, really big issue. What should we gonna do? Okay, maybe it's in the bottom of here. In where, okay. Okay, we have the Time Quartet. I'm reading them as soon as the POC is on, and I'm going to be reading more of it. Guess what? It's a biography of C.S. Lewis. Who would have seen that coming? This is a library book because I don't own all of the Realms books, which is really sad because I don't own the second one. It hurts you really, really good, so I think you'll enjoy it. Are you saying that I like pain, Margaret? Is that what you're saying? I really do like pain. Oh, also, for Narnia and for Aslan, who would have seen that I own this? These are the kind of gifts I get now. And oh, also, look, it's multiple versions of Anne of Green Gables. Yeah, I know, it is really an issue. Thank you for appreciating the depths of the issue of how much Percy Jackson is. I know it's not. I know it's in here because I've cleaned out everything that is in my house. Let's look at the games. I never talk about games. This is Carcassonne. This is a game about building castles, and it's wonderful. We have coup, which means assassins. And it's fabulous. We have these books, which I might still get rid of, but I haven't because the books that I was supposed to get my mother passed into the thing. Dominion. It's a book about conquering things. Wow. I don't have a lot of happiness in the thing. Monopoly Deal. It's about overcoming the world and making everything north. We have Anomia, which is just about beating other people. I guess most games are about beating things. I have Jewelry Random in here. And I have Power Grid, which is about polluting the world. We have more Anne of Green Gables books because we must need more and more. I'm like, I thought that Percy might be in the bottom here. I specifically remember putting Percy in a box. The Way of Kings. I really needed to read this. Please send me a German edition of Anne of Green Gables. I would love that so much. I feel like that also make me kind of feel like a big booktuber to be like, I get versions sent to me. Not that you're my fan, you're my friend, but yeah. Way of Kings. My very epic big long fantasy. Also weirdly just showed up on my doorstep once. I don't know how I got it. I just got Way of Kings once and it was wonderful. Yeah, I think that if I could get sent a lot of books from different versions and countries. Okay, we got to the bottom of this, and there's. Oh no, wait. These are also classic books. Anne of Green Gables would probably be it because it's one of my most influential books of all time. It's just so. Oh, wait, no, that's Narnia, not Percy. One of my inspiration books. I would also get Percy Jackson. What else would I get? Frankenstein. Narnia. I can see these. But this isn't a free thing. Men counseling men. When back in the days when I needed good counseling. Wait, nope. This is my 1922 edition of Sherlock Holmes. I love it. Did I steal it from a senior's home? Yes. But that's okay, right? Like that's not an issue in life. Yeah. None of these are Percy Jackson. These are just the books that I'm going to be getting rid of. Stress. Where is Percy Jackson? Great. You are so great, Eva. If it's like really expensive, don't send it to me. Like, I don't need to. Like I understand shipping costs are ridiculous, and yeah, that is my answer to that. Oh, maybe it's in. I literally wasn't looking at a place because it's fantasy because I was looking for classics earlier, but I think that it might be here. I'm gonna go off screen for a minute and throw these books over here. I feel like I should also just show off my beautiful floor. So this is my one floor. And this is my other floor. Also, that's my computer that I'm looking at things at. This is not helping me organize things. You stole from the old people? I did steal from the old people. I'm great. I don't think I would quite be up to Travis and Connor, but yes. Ha. We're gonna just reduce the thing slightly because my battery is telling me that it does not want to live forever. I didn't have enough time to charge it fully, and I can't charge it well. Well, maybe I can. Okay, this might be influential. Look at this beautifulness. I'm trying to plug in this phone. This is the quality. No, there's definitely nothing we can do here. Okay. So this is what we have. People are texting me. Okay. But it probably takes some time because I first need to get it and so on. That is fine. It's not like my birthday is in like a week. Oh, yes. I'm gonna be that person. Okay, I'm gonna grab this box. Okay, box is here. Also, you'll be really happy because yes, this is my also my Mortal Instruments box. So be happy. Because look at it. I feel like I should have yelled at the unboxing there. Oh, I also have another box there, which I realized and then didn't go. Okay. I need some more organization. Okay. Is Percy Jackson in here, or is he the one with we got some Percy Jackson! Dun, dun, dun. My precious, I have missed you so much. In my a newbie tag, I was just like, Percy Jackson. Although it's very sad because they used to be in pristine thing, and then I let one of my roommates read it, and even though she literally put it in a plastic bag to preserve it, she didn't preserve it perfectly. There you go. She will be in frame. If I was able to do it like this, she'd be in frame. So don't worry, she will be in frame. What books do I have underneath her? It is really hot. Do you guys ever have any questions for me that are on the tip of your brain? bookish questions, beautiful things. Yes, you saw the internal and vices. I have more things. Like, look, City of Fallen Angels. Aren't you so happy? Is this just like sexy eye candy for you specifically? They're going to go on my bottom shelf though. No thing. Oh look, it's a book I won a long time ago that I've not read. Look, it's beautiful, beautiful. Cinda Williams China. Her name is too difficult to say. Oh, it's my Hunger Games books that were beneath it. That is right. Okay, so we have my Hunger Games. Nope, that is Blood of Olympus. The Blood of Olympus was not in the current thing. Oh, we also found more of my fantasy books. Yep. I'm so glad you're happy for your eye candy. Look at this. I bought this new. The book we can have very different opinions on, Margaret. I also feel very strange because I know you guys won't have to talk to you, but it's also very strange because I feel like slightly I'm just sitting in my room talking to myself. Probably because that's exactly what I'm doing, but still. Okay, where is the rest of... Maybe it's in a different box. I'm not seeing... I'm only seeing the first Hunger Games book. This also, this is the Ontario Public School History of England. This was my grandfather's. It's very, very old. It doesn't even have a thing, but I steal it because I want historical things. There we go. Here is, okay, we need, okay, I'm going to move these slightly. The funny thing is with like cluster. My goodness. This is messy. Hopefully I'm not over ending this and I will lift it everything here. Dun, 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 dun. I can totally. Things are going well. So well. My brown books go up there. And we have things. Agatha Christie. I'm also really excited because my Sherlock books have never been on here because I got them very recently. And I knew I was moving, so I didn't want to reorganize them. Okay, these books I know are going to go up there. These books might find a different home as they're not actually classics. They're going so well. What is going so well? You are not having the precision of speech. That is a reference to you. The Giver. I feel like this is just the messiest thing. It has been an hour and 33 minutes, and I am not even close to getting this done. And I... There you go. Hey, we're doing so well. I don't know why this won't let me turn. Is there a way to let me turn? It's strange because it immediately goes the opposite way. But if I flip it, maybe we can just see how well my standing thing will go. This is me trying to preserve the thing. But let me know if this is way too like rocky. because I can't hold still at the same time. This is like the vlogging version of live streaming. There you go. We can hold this. How? How can we hold this is the question. There you go. I am not moving. We have Catching Fire. Also, I really want to do a reread. There you go. A reread of The Hunger Games. That should also be on my favorites list for this month because they're so, so good. And Panam is coming out in spring. And I also need to read Tolkien. Like, I need to stop. I just wish the world would freeze. Like, I'm always like, I always wish that like the world would freeze so that I could sleep more and also do more during my days. But that is also true about my reading life. Like, can I just freeze so that I can read all of the books I want to read and also have time to read the books that are coming out? Because I have to have a life outside of reading, and that's hard. So, because my panic was that Midnight Sky Star, which is the last and fabulous book that Margaret won't read because it's not happy. Yeah. But that still makes me sad. I'm glad this reminds you of the first time we had a video chat, except for in this time I'm have full dominion out of everything. How does that make you feel? I also feel like I was eating the first time we had a video chat, wasn't I? I don't need your help, Google Assistant. Google Assistant wants to give me help. I am back. Can you see me again? Ah! I'm here. I am here. Way too close to my face. There. You can see me? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hey, I think I'm back now. Why can't I figure out how to hold a selfie thing? I'm a Gen Z kid that should be able to figure this out. Okay, no. So, we're just gonna take a relaxing time of me drinking alcohol and talking with two people that I know specifically do not drink alcohol. I'm a heathen. You can see my ear. Hello, can you see? How am I so bad at holding things? Oh, here we go. I am here. Without the B. I don't get the reference. I'm just waiting for you guys to confirm that I have not been lost to humanity, that I'm not circulating in space in a world that does not exist, in a way that does not exist, in a future that might be dying, in a life that no longer has meaning or soul or humanity. It just got really meta. I still have not had confirmation that this is a reality. I can see all your face now. LOL. You are laughing out loud at my face. Is that an attack? It's been a long day. Yeah, this is the live stream that we all needed in life. Can you? Why does it need to make me upside down? That's the question. Question we need to have human interaction. You know, if I had a selfie stick, this would work. Am I okay? I think so. I think that I'm okay. I just want some Simon Garfunkel in my life. Okay, I need to stop moving this around. I was hoping. I don't know why this constantly wants to cut off half my face. I'm just trying to preserve the battery powder that we have left and take a break from this. Like, look at those books. Look at those books piled up and all of the books that I need to do already. Right? Maybe because you are on your phone. Yes, I am on my phone, but my computer doesn't have a mic or doesn't have a mic and doesn't have the thing. Like it is, but it's a really old computer, so it won't connect, which is frustrating because I actually can't use StreamYard through my phone. Like you can use it if you are a thing. So I'm actually using one of my other Google things to connect to this. And then I added myself as a participant, but then the other self is just not using that. So that's how I managed to be able to stream tonight through complicated technological things. Yeah, the interest is amazing. Feel free to contribute to the conversation so it's slightly less of me thing. This is pretty much just an average night though. Like I talk to myself a lot, so you're just getting into the personal bits of my everyday life. Although normally there's an audiobook or just some Taylor Swift being yes. Yes. Because I've been listening to a lot of Come Back Be Here. It's just so good. And then when I was moving, I was like really emotional. So I was listening to The Call by Regina Spektor, who is a person from like it plays in Prince Caspian, the Narnia movie, and it's always been like really, really sentimental to me. And I've just been listening to it because it makes me feel really great. No, it told me that I couldn't. It told me that my device was not qualified for live streaming. I tried. It did not like me. I don't know why, because my phone is literally brand new and would work, but it wouldn't let me, Margaret. So we have this tragedy that is our lives. But maybe that's why it's just like your phone when you're doing an Insta story. I don't use Insta story. The Call is so good. Yes, The Call is so good. Thank you, Margaret, for supporting this. My vlog that is not out yet because I haven't edited everything about it literally just begins with me lip syncing / singing sped up to the song because I was emotional over moving and that was the way that I needed to do life. I don't do Insta stories because this is an annoying thing in my life is that I started doing everything from BookTube on my personal Instagram. And then by the time that I was like, oh, this is problematic, I already had enough people from BookTube and stuff following me on my personal Instagram that I couldn't really like not do that. So I was always like trying to integrate between having my personal Instagram versus my be like also my BookTube until I made a personal account. But then like everyone else was still on my thing, right? Like so I just feel weird talking exclusively about books and being like very like self-promoting when like people I have to see like every day and like my old family and like friends are all on that. It just feels strange to me, so I don't use my Instagram story. I know you use your Instagram stories, and that is really cool. The whole album. Which album? Clarification. Precision of language, Margaret. Look at that shot for taking for drink. It's a dark moment. So sadly, I thought that this might make my charging go slightly up, but instead it's just made it not. So many notifications. What that you can't go vertical with your phone or the services you are doing? Oh, yes, this makes sense. Sorry. I just am talking just way too much. The Narnia album for Prince Caspian. I feel like I haven't. Oh, you sent me a video. I'm not gonna watch it right now, but you sent me a video. That is true. But the thing is, like, I can, but like as soon as I go vertical, it flips me upside down. But then I go like this, and it flips me upside down. Like, how can both be upside down? But I can go upside. I can go upside down. Does this work? Sorry. Huh. I can do this. I can put my phone upside down. And you can see me, so that's fine. This just looks really good. So we're gonna just do this and or was it I'm sorry for the I am like obsessed like as a child with the album for Lion the Witch and Wardrobe. I haven't I can't remember the specific song. I know I've listened to it. Here. Is this man wait, no. Now I'm upside down. But I'm not upside down on my phone. The internetness is great. Hello. Can you hear me? Do you want to hear my voice, Margaret? Oh, Margaret. Oh, Margaret. There's a delay. And then you have to type it. Okay. It's just going to be darker because then I can have the thing. Hello! That was really dramatic. Okay. We're going to go back to doing this and I will talk really loudly. The volume is fine now. Yay. I'm glad the volume is fine. Did you enjoy your vegan thing? House of Hades! I would like to sell it for $9.99 on a special service known as the internet. Please buy this book and maybe someday I will be sponsored for real. I don't know why I'm in a really weird mood. You know, Margaret, I'm going to show you a book and you're going to be able to see it. You're going to be able to see the pain in my system. Hello, darkness, my old friend. One day I thought that I would read you again. But it shall be another year shall pass before we shall meet again. And maybe then, one day, and then I dropped it. Maybe one day, we will be able to embrace again, to tell stories that have united us in soul and body. But not now, because there's a cruel world that when your sickness has caused you to be misunderstood and fallen asleep like a sleeping beauty without a prince to wake her, others shall come alongside and outvote you and make the choices that you don't have. And maybe if I was a man, I wouldn't have to run so fast to be able to embrace mythology that I want. You do not appreciate my hardship. Now, I'm just in a dramatic mood, okay? Alcohol very much does not affect my mood, otherwise making me a little bit slightly over dramatic. My precious. I can do a great Gollum impression despite never watching the movies. My precious. I'm so excited to reread these. Literally, like, that might be what I'm doing on, like, Sunday morning at 1 a.m. It sounds bad because I'm really excited to be during the POC-a-thon, but I'm also really excited to be able to read some of these books that I've been reading. Okay, we gotta You gotta deal with some of this very logic. Although this shall be my friend. I do not know you. I have once rejected you, but I'm willing to give you another chance. Maybe a romance will burst in us. A romance of tenderness that shall be, of course, very withdrawn because you were children and I am an adult. So I shall love you in the tenderness of a mother until one day we meet again. And hopefully your affection in me will grow like it does in Margaret and Kenzie. Yeah. Okay. Bronte up there. Jane. Agatha Christie. The Yearling. Okay, these need to go up there. Done. Hairless. Okay. These books are here, and this, we've got talent. There. I also appreciate you guys staying here. Oh wow, that's actually good. From what I remember from watching the Lord of the Rings one. Ha! I'm glad. I have never watched them because I'm still trying to read the book. I'm supposed to do that in August, and I totally haven't because I've been saying that for years. And I made a commitment to my siblings that I would not watch the movies until I read the book. So, doing that, yeah, because I'm a good sister. Look, Percy Jackson has her place. Okay, now we need these books that go right here. Wait, these are here, right? Why is this so tight? I feel like these weren't supposed to be this tight. I need to look up an old picture of myself to make sure. I need to go soon. What does TT mean? I feel like you made that talk. No, that has L's in it. I appreciate for you staying for the time you did, Margaret. You're amazing. Thank you for joining this TED Talk. I appreciate you and everything. Even though we will never agree on certain things. It's okay. My battery also shall leave us soon. It's the crying face? Oh! How do two T's make a crying face? Can you please demonstrate this to me and send it to me in a private message so that I can laugh at the contorted face that you're making? Aw, look at that. I'm really sad you make me cry. You won't cry over fictional people, but you'll cry over me. So I think that talks about the depth of our personality, the depth of our friendship, and how much it holds together. I don't know why these are so tight. There you go, my Chima book. Maybe I should put my other Chima books underneath here. But I also like how these match with these and kind of with these too. I am conflicted. That I'm flipped? I don't know what feisting. What is feisting? I need a definition of feisting. Maybe I can move these. Maybe I can move confliction. Look, this is the book that Eva gave me for Christmas, and I love. I'll also reread this one. I would love to. Great mental health representation in a fantasy for both depression as well as anxiety. I don't know why I find this so funny. Maybe it's because it's 2 a.m. here. You know, I just think that naturally I'm just such a beautiful and hilarious human. But yeah, it's probably because it's 2 a.m. So I'm not that funny. Okay. This shall probably go below here. I don't know why these are so tight. You're fixing. I'm glad you're fixing the Hunger Game books. That's what's bothering me. Please let me know what's bothering me, because I don't want to make any of my viewers upset while watching my videos. And this is the money shelf, so I need to get all of those glad. I'm glad you like it. Yes, I do really like it. I think that you're also the only person who's ever bought off my wish list, so that also makes me really, really happy. I've never ever got a book from a booktuber other than the booktube Valentine. So you will hold that position very lovingly in my heart. Where's House of Nope. Where's Blood of Olympus? Blood of Olympus. Blood of Olympus, where did you go? Because this is House of Hades. Dun, dun, dun. Mark of Athena. Ah, Blood of Olympus. We don't like blood like mythologists. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. And then where's my less loved Lost Hero? You had the first book on the bottom. Yes, I did. It's not necessarily a sin, Margaret. Okay, now we need to find where are you? We're gonna. Where is the hidden oracle? This is the next book we need to find. How does it end up back in the box? And then we need to find Uno, this works, and then the Hammer of Thor shall go next. Yes. Ooh, Hammer of Thor. Like, they've never used to be tight. Maybe the, because this is also really tight. So I bet that this shelf down here is bigger than this shelf. It might just mess up my whole system. Because, like, look how wonderfully this looks. But this doesn't work very well on the shelf because these don't fit. Just problematic. Because I like how these work together. But maybe we can put because I do now have two books for the two hardcovers for the thing. Did you send me a face of you doing this? I got a message from Margaret Stordenbecker. That's not your actual face enacting this. So what's up with that, really? I want quality representation of this emoji so that I can understand on a facial level of what this emoji looks like. Okay. Because, like, I think that this shelf should be my favorites. So I should have some more Marie Lu and stuff like that in there. But I don't. The two T's are crying. Eyes is the mouth. I need your face doing this, Margaret. You're giving me words. I need deeds to show that you're committed to this. You're going to keep on using it. You cannot reenact emoji with your face. What is it? What I'm saying. Okay. Struggle of a Dreamer. The battle between dream and tradition. I should have read this for POC-a-thon. It's 184 pages. Maybe I will still read it. Oh, here we go. More Chima. Okay, maybe I will just make a Chima. No, because that's where my head is. This is an issue. Because I don't want to block out my Chima with my thing. This is backwards. I'm tired, but I don't want to go. Vancouver, because then it wouldn't be 3 hours of time written. I agree. But I understand. It's like 2 a.m. for you now, so go to bed. I will understand if you need to leave. I don't actually cry. Had my tear ducts removed. That's a lie. That is a lie. You cry about real things all the time. You're just a heartless person who can't do that in fictional things. I'm the opposite. I don't cry a lot in things. Although you also cry in worship. I cry in worship too. But I don't cry a lot in personal situations. Like, I will go home and then I cry, but I don't cry a lot in like the actual situations in my life. I'm also really sad because I bought this and I didn't realize at the time that I bought it from a used bookstore that it is an advanced reader copy, so it has this ugly orange thing on the bottom. But I have 3 Marie Lu books, and I have there's the dragon thing. Have you actually seen? You know, Margaret, I have spent like 2 days, 3 days. Maybe I was lying. Well, to lie about your experiences in church is not a very upright kind of thing to do, Margaret. Like, do you even have friends that are having children? Like, do you know people? Like, is everything a lie? Is everything a lie that I know about you? Is a question that I have at the end of the day. Okay, maybe we can just do this very lovingly. Dun, dun, dun. I just need another Percy Jackson book to fit in there. Then this would all be Percy Jackson, and then we can start with Chima books right there. I'm the same with crying. I just said that you only cried in church. Yeah. I like if a piece of fiction doesn't make me cry, like I'm not going to be very invested in it. Straight up. Do you cry a lot? Like I cry a lot alone. That sounds really depressing, but it's true. Because I wasn't taught good emotionality, so but we need to break through these so that the next generation shall understand that it's okay to have emotions. Okay, maybe we have some big decisions to make, folks. Folks. I just said folks. Okay, we're still at 27%. We're not losing battery power that great. But also I think that both of you are leaving. So then it shall only be one. And I'm not quite there where I can do a live stream with no one watching. So there you go. What should I? Okay, we have this here. We're probably gonna move this over, but I'm just gonna put this here for now. And then we have this here on top of like this. Oh, I like this. The Warrior Air here as well. That's nice. I just wish I owned all of Chima's books. I can't really cry in public, even if it's in cinemas. I don't really cry. If I cry, then the movie needs to be really sad. I'm very okay with emotions. I just don't cry all that easily. My mom cries over everything. Are you trying to separate yourself from your mother? Is this an issue you have in life? You need to. I understand. I think that crying is a good thing emotions. I love how well those go there. Okay, you don't need to cry to show your emotions. I've been getting better at crying in public and just allowing that to be something that I express through things, but I definitely understand. Wait, then I'm setting those on us. How that's hard. I've had lots of conversations with my mother about how it's okay to cry. She's not a crying person. I grew up very much in like the crying is weakness thing. So it's only in recent years that I have been able to break the chains of the oppression of not being able to cry. But I always cried, I think. Actually, fun story from my childhood. I was like 16 and I was watching a movie with my friend. It was Inside Out. And that's such like a tear jerking movie. And my friend looks over. She's one of my best friends, literally the one who made the thing where she was shouting at my channel because she wanted to so much. She's like, oh, I got your channel. And she looks over and she's like, you really do have a soul, don't you? And I'm like, yes, I have a soul. Ooh, do I want? I really want to incorporate the night surface in here. Ha! I'm so torn. Why do I have so many books? Okay. I think that the majority of this box is a series of unfortunate events. Is this what you guys call quality entertainment? I am very happy for you. I don't think I would have watched myself do this for 2 hours, but I appreciate the utter support that you guys are giving me. I will be off screen for a second. For a moment, I'm just letting you guys know that I dropped you. Okay. I'm really bad at dropping my phone when I go by. Okay. I'm so bad at being like thing. I wish I'm so glad that I'm supported by my friends and not by people that would hate me. I have a whole note here. Okay. Dun dun dun. Okay, no, this should go here. And then this. Oh, this is perfect. Well, it is fun. If it helps you separate everything into piles before you start putting them on shelves. You coming at me, Margaret? I thought you were gonna leave. Please don't leave me. I was planning on being more organized beforehand, except for everything took a little bit longer, and I ended up getting home like literally very few after. I had like 20 minutes to get everything ready, and it was stressful because that's why you don't pre-plan things. It's like 6 should be good enough. 6 is not good enough. I should have done like 6:30. I mean the live, not dropping, of course. I mean the live. I don't. What? Please clarify your comment, Eva. I appreciate things. I know that sometimes the things that I say make no sense either. I almost bought one of these books today. Look at this, The Merciful Crow, the book that I haven't ripped apart yet, but I'm meaning to. I am meaning to rip. Oh. Yeah. I should have had more things organized, but organization is not one of my talents. But I do like the fact that a lot of this is coming together. I will not have the things, but I appreciate the fact that I didn't have to do it alone. I'm fine. Okay, I'm also slightly worried that not all of these books are going to fit on this one shelf. Because those are the rest of my classic books. Oh, there's no way those books are fitting on it. Oh, okay, but we also have Tolkien. Tolkien is not going there. Okay, Tolkien. What? Okay. Yeah. Oh, and those books are going up there. Okay. The books you almost got trampled for. Yes, the book that I almost got trampled for is also a book that is not very good. Oh. She's just so feisty for no apparent reason. Like, it's literally like the weirdest. I've only gotten like 30 pages in, and I've written so many notes. It is ridiculous how many notes I've written. Basically, just making fun of her. Also, Ken understands they're kenning everything. It's this thing where they're trying to make something really like overly like old fashioned and stuff. It's just, I know it's her first novel, so like I'm not judging her. She might get better, but like her writing is not very good. And I also know that I'm a little bit more harder on writers than a lot of other people, so like this is one page of like this. I have so much writing. I'm just like, oh, you cannot unironically use ought and bounce back. Yeah, that's used in the same sentence. In the same sentence is bounce back and ought. Like, she's just like trying to write old fashioned, but also using like weird contemporary things. Yeah, but you're feisty, like you make sense. Like, so pretty much there's a scene, like it's so strange. Like, also, like this, so much writing. You guys can't see any of that. I almost fell into my light. Like it's so strange because there's three characters. She's like just getting mad for no apparent reason. One of them is just being like really silent and civil. One's just making jokes the whole time. No one's doing anything to provoke her, and she's just like yelling at what? Like if there's some kind of like cultural misunderstanding or something, explain that to us rather than just having them like very angry. And because I just don't like anger. Like I'm a feisty person as well, but like within reason. I also know what hills to die on. Gone Girl, really good book. Lexi, eye candy for you too. I'm really liking this shelf. I really don't know what to do with this shelf. Okay. I think that Tolkien will just get lowered because I haven't read the book. There's no point in me having them on the shelf. Okay, these shall be moved over because I want them to be, that fell. Dun dun dun. Okay. This shall be Harry Potter still. I think. Oh, maybe I can just put this on top. Dun dun dun. That too black on top of there. Okay. We have. Cause I also really would love to have these two books here because I really love Miss Peregrine's as well. Okay. So we have. I feel like that book is okay. Let's test the height of this. Oh no, so we can put there. Okay. And we have these two books right here, and then oh, they're nice sized. Look, it's my son Edward. Edward. Oh, yes, he's the character in there. My small son. That's not proper grammar. I'm so sorry, but I think I need to go before I fall asleep. I mean, it would feel like we would be a sleepover some kind of way, but it would be still rude, I feel. I would love to have a sleepover. We've had one before. But yes, go to bed. It is very late for you. Oh, and I'm about to read Hollow City this month, probably. I'm glad. I really loved it. The first one, I watched the movie before and like I wasn't that impressed. But Hollow City is when it got real. Like it was really, really good and amazing, and I loved it. And I cannot wait. Literally, the reveal happened of the other book, very recently. Like literally yesterday, A Conference of Birds. Such a great cover. I think like so good and wonderful and lovely and amazing and all of those things, and it's great. So that's my thought on that. Yeah. Like look, I'll give you a close up. Like look at that beauty. She is Grace. He is Mercy. This is also me being close because I'm trying to preserve battery power. Even though it's only the two of you, and I'm sure that you're lovely humans who probably are both wanting to go because it's been 2 hours. But I'll talk for here as long as you stay. And then afterwards, I shall try to figure out the mess that is life by my lonesome. You saw it on Jesse's Instagram story. Oh, the video. I was like, are you talking about Miss Peregrine's? Because yes, it is his love. Even though he's such a hypocrite, I saw that he hasn't read the new books, like the continuation. Even though there was it was originally a trilogy, but like they come out each like every 2 years, and there was 2 years between them anyways. So it was said to be a trilogy, but like, and it concluded a story, but like the end leads very much into a new book of series. It does not feel like it stopped. You know what I mean? It works very well. But he's afraid to read the new book. So he hasn't even read the fourth. So I was like, okay. Have a good rest of your day. And I guess we will talk tomorrow or today for me. And just because I'm tired. Goodbye, Eva. Thank you so much for coming and staying up and being a part of this. I really appreciate you doing that, and you are incredible. So I hope you sleep well, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. But yes, I'm not surprised at all, Margaret, that you saw it on Jesse's channel or Instagram. Sorry, I saw his comment on Ransom's post because I follow Ransom, and he's amazing, and Tahira's mom, amazing, and I love seeing their posts in there. So great. Did I tell you that I met Tahira Mafi and I just fangirled the whole time? Like, I was just like, she's actually wearing leather pants. Like, I'm wearing leather pants now. I'm not inspired. But, she's awesome. Also, talking on our conversation today, I do own this because I got it for free. So maybe I'll read it and have a conversation. Dun dun dun. Okay, I should have these in order of what they are on. We're trying to do this in the best thing. We have The Philosopher's Stone. Because I wanted to make sure that I had the thing, because I'm also salty when things when Americans change names for no apparent reason. So I also like to make sure that I have the British things, the British spelling, and the British everything. Yeah, I'm that person. The only one with you fangirling over Tahira. What? I saw that vlog. I had a vlog? I don't think I had a vlog of her of fangirling her. I think that I just posted on my Instagram because I've only had, other than the reading rush, I've only had like 3 vlogs. One of them is when Eva came and visited. One was for Demigods Anonymous, and I didn't have one at all this spring. But I definitely talked about it on Instagram and Twitter because yes, she's so pretty. And I literally read all of her collected works, like 7, 8 books by her in like 1 week, just looking forward to her. I know, LOL. What do you know? That is the question. What do you know? We're dropping books. I wish I could thing. It's like driving where you're never quite sure what angle is what. I also I just finished reading Percy Jackson. Nope. I just finished reading Harry Potter in May, but I already want to reread them. Talking about books that like make you hungry and just make you happy so much. Okay, I feel like even though it won't be in order, I should put these here. Like this. You can't see it. This is what I'm doing. Right here. Enjoy the placing of the books. And then this book that I also really, really need to read. This is a chunker. Maybe I just need to dedicate, because I really put 110 books that I wouldn't read too many books and I would be able to read like larger books. And I've already read 150 books, so I've way overdone my thing, and I just need to like focus on, but I'm a competitive spirit, so I'm always like, yes, I want to read like 20 books. Yes, and then I don't read my really large books, and I also don't read as much physically as I probably should. So I need to be better at that. That's the thing. Honestly, at this point, I don't remember what I know. I don't know what you're talking about still. Are you talking about me vlogging? Yeah. And I also think that I talked about it a lot at BookCon. She's also the very first author. Well, I think Maya Montaigne was the first author that I ever met, who her book is like right there. Yeah, enjoy my room, very, very messy because it has boxes everywhere. But yeah, because they were all in a line out. And I also met Victoria Aveyard, who I've DNF'd her books, but I felt more inspired because I don't dislike her as an author. Like, I think that she's a really fabulous person, and that she's a huge history person and lovely and all of that. And I actually love if she reads something. I know that I don't know if she has since, but I know that she had a project she wasn't allowed to disclose at the time, and I really appreciate that because I think that people's freshmen books are often not as good because, they have a lot of, you know, I feel like as people write experience, and since that's all she's ever written, that it's not going to be necessarily as good. So I'm going to be appreciating her because I really respect her as an author, even if I don't necessarily love her series. So I'm also really sad because my cider's done. Just a tiny bit left. So good. Blackberry. I also am very bad at also look at this stall now. It's very pretty. And oh, Eva is officially gone. So it's only me and Margaret now, I think. It's just the two of us. So if you do need to go, that is okay. I shall close this and that will be fine. Oh, there's no Wonder Fit there. But otherwise I will just enjoy pretending to be here. I don't know. Oh, I think the Children of Blood Heartless. Heartless goes here. Oh, do I want the Night Surface? Night Surface never used to be here, but it can go here now. How far did you get in the Red Queen series? So, this is a great question, Margaret. I got to I read the first one and I started halfway through the second. And even she, during the time when we were talking, talked about how her second book was not very good. And I didn't read the rest. I would be compelled to read it, especially now that I have discovered 2 times and then 3 times audiobooks. I think that I could, and I do have a Glass Sword back on my thing. It was so boring, the second book. And it's just it's just so trope filled without a lot of things. Like, I can read things like the Shatter Me series. Like, I read that all in like a short period of time. Like, is it quality literature? No, but it's entertaining and fun, and I don't mind that. I just have to be in the mood for it. Actually, thinking about it, they do have some similarities with like the superpowers and stuff like that, and the system of government and all that. Very interesting. Yeah. How far have you read it? Have you read all of it? I really like how they look on the shelf and stuff, and I'm really being sad because I've been at stores where also that and I think you might hate me for this, but The Wrath and the Dawn. I've seen them for like $2, and I'm like, I read these books and I wish I could buy them because they're really pretty, but like I don't feel the justification to buy them because I know that I don't like them. King's Cage is really good. Warstorm is I'm not sure about, but I really enjoyed King's Cage. What? Okay, we're gonna do some Googling. King's Cage, The Broken Throne. Is that the last, or that was her story collection? I think that's what she's promoting. And I even enjoyed The Fact of the Dark. Like, King's Cage, I know what the cover is. I'm just trying to remember. I know that it came out during the time I was on a booktube. Okay, Red Queen. And like her name is really pretty too. And I know she's really young. Like, she's only a few years older than I am. And also, like, I just appreciate that she like lives in her apartment. So. Okay. And I do have also on like the Queen one because I would really enjoy learning about the Queen's mom. I feel like at this point though I'd have to reread Red Queen because I read it when I was first starting booktube, so 2017. Maybe I will do that. I'll give it another chance. Red Queen, 2015. Really? That's interesting. Glass Crown, yep. King. Okay, so King Cage third. Warstorm is the fourth. Broken Throne. So it's only 4 books. So maybe that will be a thing. Let me look. Have you commented? I finished all but the short story collection. Okay, we're gonna look at my thing and see if Red Queen has a really incredibly long thing because I didn't disenjoy that. So I would be tempted to reread Red Queen. And then I could finish Glass Throne. And there. So it has a 9-week wait. So I might. I have all my holes full now because all my folds are 1. But so maybe in like November, December, I will read it. It would be probably at least December. And then I can read Glass Glass. Look at these audiobooks. Because I should also probably check how long it is. That because books get really long. The Glass Throne also has. Okay, it's available soon, yeah, because I think that I see it in 14 hours. Okay, that's less fun. I need to reread the whole series. We could buddy read it, and you could be super hyped, and I'd be more like, but it would be fun. If we buddy read it together, I would definitely reread it. Do you own it, or you have to get it from the library as well? So Red Queen is how many hours would this be of my life? It would be 12 hours. Yeah, that's fine. That's only like 4 hours. I read it on triple read, which is fine. So if you want to do that in like December, I'd be 10. Yeah, because I would enjoy rereading it and I probably yell a lot. That's okay, as long as you can deal. You like my yelling, right? Um, I have to get to it from the library. Okay, that's fine. So plan on like December-ish because yeah, 9 weeks is 2 months or just over 2 months, and I have to wait for one of my books to come access. But I think that I'm going to get books soon because I have a few on available soon thing. So let me look at my food. Download library cold. Okay. Yep. Whew. Eye of the World is only at 7 weeks. I've been waiting for it for so long. Also American Gods, so long. Still at 5 weeks. Do anybody? So yeah, I think my Gilded Wolves is the first because I'm rereading it in 2 weeks. And other than that, it's all really long. Ella Enchanted, 2 weeks. And other than that, all over a month. So in 2 weeks' time, I might be putting that hold on. Is it because it's really sad? Is it because it's sad? Because if it's sad and that's how it ends, then like I'm all for it. That's what I like. Like I didn't love Red Queen, but then it ends really like epically, and I was like, I'm down with it. So if she continues to have more stakes and stuff, I'm totally okay with that. And I think that she, based on hearing her talk as an author, that she is more that way. Like I think I vibed with her very much like as a person while she was talking and stuff like that. And I just really appreciated that. So have you read Real Time? I think that I'm going to really like Real Time. And like people that I like watch a ton, like Daniel Green and like Jay and all of them, like I watch them constantly and they're talking about them. Murphy is going through the series, just like the whole world gang are always talking about it, and I had it on hold for a really, really long time. Because for the longest time, I didn't put it on hold because it was like 15, 16 weeks always. So it's been on hold for a really time. It's going to come soon, and Alasha. I'm not sad, but it's bittersweet and kind of open ended, and it made me so mad. But you love fan fiction, so why don't you just fan fiction it all happy ever after, right? I think that I'm more open to finishing series that I originally like DNF'd now than I was before. Okay. Question is, what books should I put under? Oh, but we don't have enough. Okay. I'm moving over to the DMs and logging off, girl. Okay. Goodbye. Farewell. I think this is the end of all things. You're not gone yet. I can see that you're still here. Or is the other person someone else? Because there's still someone watching. Right? Who are you, person? Who are you? Or are you still watching me? You're just DMing me. I'm confused. Because Heartless is going here, but what I think I'm gonna put Blood of Bone below it. Okay, now it's only me. Okay, thank you so much if you're watching this after. I appreciate you coming and supporting me, and thank you so much for all of the people that came and joined during this time. I really appreciate it. My bookshelves are done there. It's really pretty. That is still a mess. This is really lovely, and it's wonderful. So this is my first live stream ever, and people actually came out, so I don't have to have a fear of no one ever coming and listening to me. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, and farewell.